What's up, Seashells? It's Shelby and welcome back to my channel. Felt like I haven't said that in forever. If you clicked on this video and you've read the title, then I'm sure that's why you're here. Or maybe you just missed me so much and you didn't care what I posted and you just wanted to be here. Or maybe you're new and you have no idea who I am. So let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Shelby, and over here I call my subscribers my seashells. So if you subscribe and you constantly watch my videos, then you can be a part of the seashell gang too. So in today's video, I'm basically talking about a lot of stuff, and I got kind of passionate, you know. So if you want to hear what I have to say, or you just want something to listen to in the background while you're cleaning, cooking, eating, doing whatever it is that you're doing, then let's keep on watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and now let's get into it. What I know, it's not an AndImShelby video if you know hear some type of construction or vehicles in my background. I think we're used to it by now. Anyways, probably do an intro already, so I'm not even gonna do this right now. Yeah, I feel like more on the intro. Maybe when I look nice, so the new people them can come and say, you know, she not always pop though. This is gonna be my little get ready with me to go nowhere, but I'm showing you guys how I can just use powders on my face, no liquids whatsoever. Let's just move on. Show the lashes because they're starting to look a little bit crazy, just a little bit, because I'm about too much. But just buff everything, and I'm PMSing right. Watch out, one drop out. I'm PMSing right now, so everything irritates me. Everything is throwing me off, and it kind of stresses me. A reason why my PMS irritates me is because I'm already a very moody person. I'm just passionate. Don't call me sensitive. I should use the word sensitive if I'm talking about myself. I feel like I don't even know how to do YouTube anymore, and I feel like that's why I have stepped away, or I keep stepping away, because I want my content to be a certain way, and when I'm in a headspace fit, or if I'm too busy, it's not gonna be that way. What today? I don't really care. I feel like I'm tending to other people's needs. Like I said in my visual diagram, I still do it. Instead of staying home and doing what I need to do, I always find myself, I go out of my way and I help other people do what them have to do. And who the f is gonna help me do what I have to do? Exactly, nobody. I think I'm gonna speed up the little part here though, because I need to focus when I'm doing my eyebrows. I don't know how that go already. So now that my eyebrows are done, all I did was fill them in and just conceal. That's the only liquid I use actually, because I don't have a powder that is this shade, or my concealer shade. So I actually use concealer on my brows, and I just do the bottom part. I don't do the top because I don't want it too defined. You know, I want it to look natural, but you know, we're not doing too much. So first things first, going in with this Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder in the shade 332. That's golden caramel. I think we've all seen this Chrissy and oh my bad. Before I put on the foundation, I'm gonna put on this sunscreen. Normally I've either put on sunscreen or moisturizer. I either put on sunscreen or moisturizer when I'm doing this routine, because it's just a lot of powders, and even though my skin is oily, I still want to have some type of base under it so my skin doesn't crack. Because I tried to do this without any type of liquid on my face at first, and yeah, I realized the foundation, everything was separating, was cracking up, and I didn't like that. So as me, I'm sure we all know or heard about this Chrissy and CMR thing. Clearly cannot multitask, so sorry if this video is all over the place. I feel like I'm brand new to YouTube again, so stay with me. I don't like commenting on people's relationships, but I was on TikTok live the other day, and some of you guys, I'm pushing in my nose ring. Some of you guys were asking me what's my views on it, and really and truly all my face is that man is a waste man. The whole situation is just so messy, because this girl came out. I don't even know how it got exposed. I don't know if it's the Shani girl, Shana, whatever she named. I don't know if I decide she come out and just decide to say she don't want to be a secret anymore. She can't take what he's doing to her anymore, so she just decided to air everybody out, air this bitch out. I don't know if that gone, and that's how it got out. But for it to come out and then you're gonna plan with this said side chick and come on a TikTok live or whatever live and say it's a prank, knowing damn well it's not a prank. I just think that's low. I think that's the lowest of the low. I don't know if he did it in an attempt to try to keep it under wraps or to not make it go out publicly. Why would you do that? Why are you trying to save yourself? Why are you trying to cover your ass? Not like it's just a one night stand. It's not like a one and done type of thing, you know. It's a continuous thing, and apparently that's not the only girl he's been doing this with. Mind you, I really don't know nothing about people in business. It could be all a lie, it could be all true, but I'm just going based off what I'm hearing. Okay, so I don't know all the facts. However, if what I'm saying is true, you don't deserve nothing good in my life, and that's how me feel. You feel like man will cheat, especially continuously, they don't deserve anything good in life. Lots of people keep saying that God doesn't make us to be attracted to only one person in our entire life. That is completely true, and that is completely fine, because of course you are gonna be attracted to more than one people in your lifetime. And if you're telling me that you're only attracted to one person, or you've never seen somebody else and be like, oh, they're cute, in your entire life while you're in a relationship, you're lying. However, if you cannot have self-control and you always have to act on these impulses, if you see somebody where like you just feel like you have to have them, whether you have your woman or whether you have your man or not, then you're weak and you're weird, and me yet to know. That's just how me feel. If you don't have self-control, then you're weird to me. Back to the situation, because I'm straying. I feel so bad for her, because she came out and said it's not a prank, this is not a game, this is real life, and he's lying. The man makes song but he's not a failure. The girl end up come back out and say I'm a prank, and I ain't to tell her to tell the people them say a prank, and she's just airing everything out, you know, sending voice notes to the man and sing about her ever blessed. Hey, honestly, yeah, he would not be getting back with me. I would have kicked him off. I don't know, every time I talk about it or anytime I talk about anything relating to this topic, I get so mad. Because why? I know when everything is gone to shit, you're gonna write this sorry ass apology, which I'm sure I never even write. And I talk about you want God help when I get over the hurdle. Sorry, you are the hurdle. It just kind of pissed me off, and my emotions all over the place. Whereas I am PMSing right now, so everything triggers me. I get triggered very easily, and it just irritates me. It's just irritating. I'm just eat man. Every day I find a new reason for eat man. Every day I find a new reason for eat man. That's so embarrassing. Like, you have your wife, we're married for how much years, you have a pin of them, and then you're gonna talk about, oh, you want your family back. You didn't know you wanted them when you were doing all that we were doing and spending the ladies' money to mind other girl. Be very for real. Be very for real. All I can say is I hope Christy doesn't go back, and you know, if the whole thing is real, because yeah, I'm just gonna hope that it's all real, because if this is all one made up shebang, then they're all low and weird and miserable and will do anything for clout, and I just hope that's not the case. So if it is real, I really hurt for her. I'm sorry she had to go through this, and I hope she finds better. I don't know how long it's gonna take her to heal, because I don't even know what I would do in that situation. I don't think I could have even gone on the live and explained it to anybody. Me, no. I would probably say I wouldn't even say anything to him, and I would just pack my things and leave and just not deal with them anymore, file for my divorce, and just move on with my life. But knowing me, I'd probably act worse. I'd probably be shitting and vomiting, crying. I would be doing the most, honestly, because I'm right here for how much years and do that. I don't know what I'm not with myself. I'm not even gonna lie. I'd be acting a fool. I would be, but I probably have on the internet about it. I probably have to check me into a mental institution. I don't know how I would react. So sometimes you shouldn't say that you would have done this, or if I did you, you'd have did this, because it's not you. It's not happening to you right now, so you don't know what you do in that moment. You can say what you think you do, but you literally would not know how to react unless you're in that position. So when I see people vent sometimes when them hurt, you should just let them do it. Not every way is the right way. a lot of things can be kept off the media, in my opinion, but honestly, when people hurt, them just do anything will come to their mind. I really don't care in that moment, because them emotions, I lead them astray. Sometimes some things reach you don't know where I go do, and you just end up doing something that you probably wouldn't do or you shouldn't do. That's it for that. I've been doing this for a hot minute, but not a full coverage beat, by the way, so keep that in mind as well. What I'm gonna do is go straight into my contour palette. So this is the contour palette here. On another note, for this whole cheating thing, that is inexcusable to me. That whole situation, there ain't no coming back, there ain't no saving the family. I don't care if we're married for 50 years, ain't no coming back. I am gone. On my live, there were people asking me, or this one person probably was asking me, what if the man have money and he's taking care of you and doing this and da da da, would you still leave? The answer is yes, I'm still going to leave, because I'm never going to put myself in a situation where if I'm not with a man, then I'm falling on my face. I'm never going to do that to myself. If I left a man right now, if a man left me right now, I should be able to still take care of myself or whatever. Like, I don't need to depend on a man. It's nice when I can depend on him and still have my own, but for me to fully depend on a man, where right now if him broke me broke too, no, I'm not doing it. So the answer to that question is I'm not staying, I am leaving. I am leaving. I don't tell people, or I don't advise people to go back to their partner once they've cheated. However, and I know probably some of y'all will click off the video since I said however, everybody's tolerance is different. If you feel like that person is not gonna cheat again or whatever, and you decide to give them a chance, that's your business. Go ahead and give them the chance if you want to. But me just believe in a one chance and done if y'all will give the chance. I don't believe in multiple chances where cheating is concerned. That is just, no. I don't condone cheating at all. I feel like if you cheat, the other person has the right to leave right there and then, no explanation. Because cheating is not an accident. Cheating is not a mistake. It's a choice. It's a bad choice. And I guess that's why people call it a mistake, since it was a bad choice. But it's a choice regardless. You never have to do it. Nobody was forcing you to do that shit. And the next thing, you shouldn't always ask your friends relationship advice, because the things that you can forgive your partner for, your friends are not going to forgive him for or forgive her for. So if every minute something go wrong, you tell your friends, say this happened, that happened, they're gonna get tired of your partner, and every minute they're just gonna hate him. They're gonna despise him. Even if you've forgiven him or her, they're going to despise him to the ground. So sometimes if you know say you're gonna stay with the boy and you're just a complain for complain sake, knowing in yourself say you're gonna go back, don't even bring it up. Just write it in your journal, talk to God about it, and keep it pushing. And everybody needs to know say he's a yam, and everybody needs to know say him is a dog shit that you willingly keep letting back in the kennel. There's that. And sometimes you shouldn't always take advice from people, because everybody's relationship is different. And stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop comparing your relationship to other people. I saw somebody say on Twitter the other day that you shouldn't take advice from people who are hurting, because their advice will come off as bitter. So this is what the tweet says: when I realize that someone's advice is coming from a place of hurt and shame, I make sure I never ask them for advice again. I only listen to people who don't use the personal pain they've experienced to project onto other experiences. Listening to people who projected their experiences onto mine ruined a few things for me in the past. I can't go for it anymore. So I agree to an extent with that tweet, because actually I don't agree with it. All advice is given from some sort of personal experience. So if I'm giving you my advice from the hurt perspective, it's because I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I made. I'm not telling you that you should not or whatever, but I'm just advising you that if you do this, this may happen. But maybe I was just unlucky. Maybe my bad luck that it might not work out that way for you. However, if I tell you something from a happy perspective, maybe me just lucky and it worked out that way for me, and it may not work out for you. So just take all advice with a grain of salt. Any type of advice, relationship advice, financial advice, whatever type of advice. And while we're on the topic of that, a lot of you people will see that people are going through their hurts or going through things, and you know, it reached the internet or them put it on the internet. And always I laugh after people, like, why are you laughing at people's pain? I think that's very weird, especially in this whole Fiona and Chrissy thing. Like, I see some people laughing at the situation, and I don't find it funny. There's nothing funny about it. The voice note when I send the girl, it's now a meme. I don't know, I just don't find it funny. I really don't find it funny, because imagine me there, I mind my own business, I work my ass off, I take care of the two of them, they're home, I do everything for my husband, and him out there with Gala Road. I use my money, I mind them, and I send them voice note, bow baby, your skin smooth, but blah 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 blah, and everybody and their aunties on the internet laughing at me. Honestly, I don't know what I would do if I was in her situation, because that is just, I don't know, on a horrible, on a really horrible. And I'm not gonna say that I've never participated in activity like that in the past, because you know, at some point all of it just young and dumb and everything with a kiki. And we have to remember that people are real. Like, these are real people. This is not an act, this is not a game. It's just being publicized, and everybody think it's funny because they're YouTubers. It's not funny, it's not a joke. These are real people with real feelings, just like me and you. And you know, probably I say, not even me, because I'm a YouTuber or whatever. Me have feelings too, brother. Me have feelings too. I feel like sometimes always some things we should just mind the business that pays off. Even me right now, I probably shouldn't even be speaking about this, because it's none of my damn business. It's none of my damn business, but here I am, not taking my own advice as usual. That's why the work can be saying. You see, sometimes if we take our own advice and listen to God, some things won't really true. But this is to teach y'all something, okay? This is not for shits and giggles. I'm trying to share knowledge. Now I'm gonna set my concealer that I didn't conceal with some loose powder. So I just put the powder in the areas where I would have concealed. So press it in. It just makes it look a little bit brighter than what it is, since I actually didn't put anything there. Enough of people business. Let's talk about my business now. What's the deal with still feeling lonely even though you're around your friends? I still can't understand it. I genuinely just can't understand it, because sometimes I will say to myself, say, Jenna, I feel really lonely. I wish I had a friend around. But then when the friend comes around, I don't want them around me. I just want to be by myself. And then when they're gone, it's like, all right, I have my space to myself now, but now what? Now what? I don't know if what I need is company. I don't know what is there or what is needed to fill the void. Like, it is driving me insane, because I don't know what to do about it. I really don't know what to do about it, and I feel like I'm mad, because why am I out with my friends sometimes and I just want to come back on my yard? And it's not even about them. Sometimes I just feel overstimulated, if that's the term. It's just really overwhelming. We just no one did it. I just want to be by myself. I don't know what it is about me being around people and still feeling lonely. And like, sometimes I say to myself, probably need new friends, probably need a different set of friends. But I don't need no more friends. Friends that I have are fine. I love you guys. I don't need no more friends. But sometimes these are thoughts that just run through my mind. I don't know. I'm trying to find my happiness. Okay? I'm trying to find my happiness. But you know, the friends that I have, they're fine. I don't have a problem with the friends I have. Anybody that I didn't want as my friend, they're not my friend. So I don't know what's wrong with me. Honestly, I feel like something really wrong with my head part, and I don't know who's gonna fix it, because a therapist can't fix it. I went already. I told myself that the only person who can fix my issues is me, but even me can't fix it. So what me for really do? Tell me now. because I don't know what to do. I really rather stay home, but when I'm home it's like I don't want to be home. And as I said, you know, I'm gonna like the place I'm in, so I don't want to be here, so that makes it worse. I don't know, I think I need a hobby. I think I actually need a hobby, because maybe that will keep my mind off things. You see all the other day when me I saw the little bag, you know how at peace I was? I was so at peace. So I need to find a hobby that doesn't involve my phone, the internet, any type of technology. The only technology of involved at that time is if music are playing in the background, because I don't know. And I don't know how this video turned from a Q&A to a Shelby let's vent to your subscribers on the internet. And I'm making my face real pink. What are the downsides of being in the public eye? People feel like they're entitled to knowing everything about your life. Just because I post a little snippet of my life online, or I explain certain things to you guys, or express certain things to you guys, it doesn't mean that you guys are obligated to know every single detail about my life. So there's that. Another thing is, I feel like I have no privacy. You know, back in the day, nobody never used to bother me, you know. But now, I can't go in peace without somebody sending a picture of myself in my DM. I could be looking my worst, and somebody's gonna see me and take a picture and send it to me. That shit is so annoying. But I don't really have a big influencer public eye drama, if you know what I'm saying. For the most part, people leave me alone. For the most part, people say hi and then they DM me and say, you know, I saw you today, I wanted to say hi, blah, blah, blah. That's perfectly fine. You can actually say hi, because I don't bite. I just have this resting bitch face for me. Yeah, I don't know, but that's about it. That's about it. People feel like they know you and they don't. Sometimes when I make some comments and it really rubs me the wrong way, but sometimes I feel like, well, I used to feel like I put myself in that position for people to make comments, which is true. Which is why certain things I don't speak on, because if I don't want other people to have an opinion, I'm gonna keep it to myself. So whatever I actually do say and you guys decide to give your opinion, I don't really have a problem with it, because one is either I already made peace with whatever I decided to tell you guys and I'm over and done with it and I don't care about it anymore, so I don't care about the opinion. Or no, that's pretty much it. Not somebody asking me if me and so did. Don't ask me nothing. Don't ask me nothing about no man. Don't ask me nothing about no man. You hear me tell you? I'm single, I'm taken, I'm confused, I am married, I'm divorced, I am widowed, I am all of the above. Don't ask me nothing about nobody. Here we go. I think this is one of the examples of what I was just saying, that people feel like they should, you know, give opinions or make certain remarks. So this person said, girl, you said you were gonna limit the drinking and partying. Where's the progress? If this was sarcasm, kiss my ass. But if this was a genuine question, then I'd say I'm much better than where I was. I haven't been partying as much, I haven't been drinking as much. Every now and then I kinda, you know, and then I have to catch myself. I haven't been drunk in a very long time. I can't tell when last been drunk, to be very honest. I can't tell when last been even nice, to be honest. I'll go out sometimes, well, most times these days I'll have a virgin drink. Most times when I go party, I drink cranberry juice, because I don't want nobody to give me no liquor. And cranberry juice looks like I have liquor in it, because how you gonna know? It's gonna be the same color whether you add the liquor or not. So there's that. Don't let nobody bother me. That's where I am with drinking and partying. I don't party as much, or I haven't partied as much this year, and I want to keep it that way. For the most part, I'm at home. I'm at home. I can't tell when last on a Friday night, madam yard, and every Friday I'm in my bed and gone to sleep by 9-10 o'clock. This next one, this one said, to make your videos better, I feel like you need structure before picking up the camera. Write down that you are going to do at least 5 things. Execute them successfully. Try to have a specific day to post for the week. That's how consistency will be the norm. They continued. your achievements on YouTube are good but not great. You're doing it really long and I feel like you're not really focused. Enough work is not getting done. By now you should have reached like 50k or even 100k and you have the potential. First of all, this is what I'm talking about when people are giving their opinions on things they know nothing about. I've been doing YouTube since what, 2017? Yeah, you know, I've been doing YouTube for a very long time. But I already know the story about me not being consistent in the past, which is why I didn't get a lot in the past. YouTube was not a very common thing when I just started, especially Jamaican YouTubers. It wasn't really a thing. So when I started, you know, I was just doing it for me, whatever. I think we all know the story already. When you don't know what people are going through behind the scenes, you don't know if people are struggling with certain things, you don't know if people have certain responsibilities them have where it makes them have to step back from certain things, then just shut the f up. Because I don't know half of the things I'm gonna have to go through or that I've been through, which makes it slightly impossible for me to be as consistent as I would like. Another thing, when I did Vlogmas, my second attempt, my first attempt I did it and y'all were not watching the videos, but yet still gonna keep on in my DMs and a bother me. But do Vlogmas, post every day, we'll watch them. Did y'all watch them? No, you didn't. I tried again last year and it's not even solely because I don't know why I'm never continue, but that was a factor as well. I realized say me I post every day. I don't know watch the video them. It better I'm gonna take 2 weeks. I'm gonna get my 20k views if me I get so much, and satisfied with that instead of posting 6 or 7 videos and only getting like 1,000 views on them. Like, you guys are not watching the content. As much as the content I make is for me and I love making the content, I want to make stuff that you guys want to actually watch. So if me I waste my time on make the content for you that you guys are requesting and you're not watching it, then what's the goddamn sense? I'm not the only me can't give myself the 50,000 followers. Me can't give myself the 100,000 followers. Is people have to be willing to subscribe and whatever. People are discovering me every day, and slow growth to me is better than no growth. Me not complain, so why you complain? I'm fine. I'm paying my bills with my 20-something thousand subscribers. I'm very grateful for my seashells that I have over here. And don't get me wrong, I take all constructive criticism, but as I say, I've been through a lot, especially in the past 3 years. I don't even know the half, because I don't come on the internet and explain every single thing to you guys. I probably wonder why I'm sad all the time, but there are reasons for that, and there are valid reasons why I can't always pick up the camera and have it in my goddamn face every day. So when I feel good, I come back and I try to give content. But I felt like that was an attack, and I don't like feeling attacked. You know, I felt that was an attack, and I don't like that. Of course, I feel like, you know, I would love to have the 50k right now. I'd love to have the 100k right now. I already know that I have the potential, but what am I gonna do about it? What am I gonna buy the followers, buy the views? Then what? I want real subscribers. I want people that are gonna actually watch my content. And really and truly, my content is not for everybody. I'm not the person who's gonna come on the internet and I kiki with it every day. I'm not that girl. So if that is the reason why my channel is not blowing up, then that's fine with me. That's literally okay with me, because I'm here to just give my opinions about shit that I probably shouldn't be giving my opinions about. I like inspiring the girls to do better for themselves, stuff like that. I like doing my little get ready with me. I like doing my little vlogs and editing them. Me like it. So if I don't have a problem, I don't see why you should have a problem. And I'm getting my payment from my little sponsorships and whatever. I need to pay my bills. So I don't know. Whoever wants them salty because of that question, then whatever. I don't care. Sometimes when you say things, it's not what you say but how you say it. And I don't like how it was said. Before you start in the comments and say I don't know how to take constructive criticism or whatever, imagine you don't know what's going on in someone's life. You don't know what they're going through, and they might try their best to do what they have to do, and then someone is going to come to you and say, yeah, your achievements are good but they're not great, they could be better, it's because you're not doing this and you're not doing that. Like, I already feel shitty on myself and you're going to try to put me down even more. No, I'm not having it. I appreciate the concern, and you know, I'm gonna try to get my mental health in check and try to be more consistent. However, I'm gonna do it on my pace, on my timing, because at the end of the day, this is still my channel. So there's that. So the next comment, I'm gonna feel like I'm from the same person, but it's probably from somebody else. It's just the way how it was written and the tone, why I feel like it's the same person, but maybe it's not. It don't really matter to me. Somebody said, your friends are cool, you know, but on the outside looking in, sometimes I'm wondering if they're good for you, because you set goals for yourself, such as not partying or drinking a lot, and yet every year is the same thing. Nothing is wrong with having a little fun, but get friends outside of the industry. First of all, I love how you said on the outside looking in, which means you don't know a damn thing that's going on the inside. My friends are fine. So when I just read this, I felt a little defensive, I'm not gonna lie, because I slightly feel like there was some truth in that. I felt like when I was just going on my little no drinking, no partying journey, that the friends that I, you know, do that with, they didn't really understand that I was serious. I don't think they really took me that seriously, because sometimes would I say it and then would I still give in and take a one drink, but I decided to take it upon myself to not drink. So because I was serious about my journey and I didn't want to feel any type of peer pressure, whether it was real peer pressure or I was just too easy to be influenced, I decided to remove myself from the equation and just stay me and when them I go for drinks. So that was my way of controlling myself, and it had to do a lot more with me than a lot more with people. If you can be influenced easily or pressured easily, it's because you lack self-control, and I needed to get my self-control together, because you see, me and alcohol go together real bad, and that is a personal problem that I have, because that is how I cope with stress. That's how I cope with everything. If I'm sad right now, if I'm upset right now, if anything is going on in my life right now, I'm gonna go for a drink. Like, it was so bad to the point where I have every single liquor in my room. I have Hennessy, I have Appleton, I have rum, I have rum cream, I have Dragon, I have sorrel beer. For the days when I said, oh, I'm not drinking today, I'm gonna drink a sorrel beer, it's still a goddamn drink. So I had to do what I had to do. I had to, well, clearly I don't have no bar anymore because I drink off everything, and I decided I'm not restocking. So that's that. And I decided that I'm not gonna go for drinks anymore. So I took a very healthy break from going to get drinks. And then when I decided to go back to get drinks, I decided to start having virgin drinks. So when you probably see me at TJ, when you probably see me wherever, and y'all probably thought I was drinking when I wasn't. I was having a mocktail, I was having juice. But I think I realized that I like the idea of going out for a drink rather than the drinking itself. Don't get me wrong, as I said earlier, me and alcohol go together real bad, but it also brings out more of my emotions. So if I'm sad already, I'm gonna drink a one drink, I'm gonna start thinking about the situation that made me sad even more, and maybe either get more emotional, either I'm gonna start ball, or I'm gonna get really angry and just start an argument, probably with my man for no reason. So yeah, drinking and me don't really mix well, so don't blame my friends. Me having friends in the industry has nothing to do with my personal choices. And furthermore, you see, all these friends want to keep on the top about what I have in the industry. I want you all to understand that me and these people have been friends before the industry. I've never made friends or tried to befriend anyone in the industry because they were in the industry. And let me break that down even more. There are a lot of people who try to befriend people in the little entertainment industry because they think that it's cool, it'll match their aesthetic, they feel like they can relate a lot more because they do the same things. Sometimes it's fine if that's the reason, you know, if you know that you want someone to be on the same page as you, as you know, content creators, you guys have a lot in common, whatever, that's fine. But if you're doing it solely for aesthetics and you feel like, oh, they're friends, so everyone's gonna like us together, and you're not doing it because you want a genuine friendship, from this person, then you're weird. I want to only pick people who want to feel like have a certain level of clout, or them look a certain way, or them deal with somebody where is of high status, or whatever the case is. You're weird. Anybody with me and them my friend, or me and them cool, I knew them before they got in the industry, before I got in the industry. I'm gonna keep putting this in quotes because it's really not that serious. Me no beg friend from people. Anybody want to see me talk to is out of mutual friends, or we know them long time before social media come into play, or we shot our shots through DMs like regular people who shoot their shots. Not because I want to use you for my content or anything like that. So no. But I have friends that aren't in the industry, but you wouldn't know that because I'm not gonna post them up all the time because they don't want to be seen. Nah, lie, the little comments that get me out. The little comments that get me out. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I think the same person said this as well. To fulfill your goals and be consistent, I think you should join the money society. So and so will get you focused. Open your eyes to all the money you are wasting. And if these parties and drinking is free, it's a waste of time. 20 is good to have a little fun, but it's to work hard and become healthy. I like you. You seem very cool, and I'm just that friend that just got to talk the truth. A goal-driven individual, even though no one's perfect. I don't know if you're my friend. My friends don't talk to me through anonymous, so you're not my friend. I feel like this is coming from a good place. I think this is, you know, good intentions. This might be good intentions, but I don't like the way it's coming across. It's coming across like you're trying to put me down for everything that I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Charlie tried to tell me about my life that you know nothing about, so side eye. I'm gonna put on my lipstick. This is from Shein. It's a 2-in-1 lip liner and lipstick, so I think I'm just gonna use the liner and my lip gloss because I can't bother. I did this thing the other day where I put on the liner and then I put some blush. Last night I actually tried. I put some blush right on my with my clear gloss. Yep, so there's that. I don't like putting on too much highlight anymore these days, but you know, I still have to put on highlight. I'm lying. Of course I love highlight. With the blush brush, so it's not as intense but still there. And that's pretty much it. Let's see what my hair looks like because I'm not doing too much to my hair. I just kind of play with the top. I don't comb through the top at all. Alright guys, so this is the final look. This is what my hair looks like. It's not perfect, but it will do. This is definitely not the Q&A I expected. I thought this was gonna be a cute little chit chat with me. Whenever I expect to get so passionate. My bad. But just want to say that I do accept all constructive criticism, but sometimes, you know, like I said earlier, it's about how you say things and not so much about what you say, because there are things that I will agree with and will not agree with, and that's the thing about opinions. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, so can't really say much there. Sometimes we have to just agree to disagree, or you know, take points out of it that we can apply to our lives and better ourselves every day. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, comment a yellow heart, and I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.